You use a bar. If you don't have a bar at home, you use a wall. But this is a way of doing tree pose that helps you build the balance and stability. So we're going to take our weight to the right side, and we're going to lift our left leg up. And you're just going to feel the balance. So just for a moment, don't put it out into tree pose. Just hold the balance. Just feel the balance in one leg. Just feel it. And see if you can take your hands away from the wall. Just balancing, feeling that. All right, and bring your leg back down. So just feel where the balance is. And now take your weight to the left side and bring your right leg up. Feel the balance. Feel where that is on your body. All right, and bring that back down. Hitting our rear view now. All right, so now we're going to take our weight to the right side, and this time we're going to take our left leg and turn it out, and you can either kickstand it if you're just starting out, or you can put it on your calf, or you can, if you feel like you can put it higher up on the leg, but it should not be on your knee. All right? So now, because the knee is a joint that will not take that flexibility. So placing that, now tuck your hip underneath you. Bring your hip underneath you, left hip underneath you, yes. All right, now, if it's appropriate, bring your hands together. So you've brought the hip together, hands together, if that's appropriate. And then take the arms. And the nice thing about doing this against the wall is you can really feel the balance there. All right? Very nice. Bring the hands down and place the hands back onto the wall, onto the bar or on the wall. And take a moment to just feel where your balance is. All right, take your weight to the left side and bring your right leg up onto it. Tuck your hips underneath your right hip underneath you. If your hip is sticking out into the middle of the room, you're not going to be able to balance. You need to tuck the hip underneath you. You need to resist the leg. The standing leg is going to resist into the foot against it. All right, now bring your hands together if that's appropriate. Find your balance. Tuck the hip underneath you. And if it's appropriate, take your arms straight up. Very nice. Stretch up through the fingertips. Great. This is tree pose, Vipassana. Very nice. And bring the hands back down. And release the leg down. So we're going to do this pose a second time. In general, we want to do poses more than once. And they generally will become more. So again, the idea of tucking that hip underneath you, the hip that sticks out behind you in the middle of the room, will throw your balance out. So taking your weight onto your right and bringing your left leg up, placing it wherever it is. Now first, before you even take your hands off the wall, tuck the hip underneath. Now engage your core. Remember the core. Engage the core, lift up through the core. Yeah? That will help your balance. And then bring the hands together. Balance. Breathe. If it's appropriate, take the arms up. If not, just feel the balance. And the reason I actually like to get you to practice against the wall is then it takes the balance of looking. If you turn this around and look out into the middle of the room, the balance is much harder. But now you're staring right at a wall, and you have a reference point, and there's a good place to get your balance. Okay, bring the hands back down. Place your hands on the wall, and gently release the leg back down. And feel the weight between your fingers, your toes, and your heels. Good. And now, one more time. Weight onto the left, bring the right leg up. Place it wherever is appropriate on your leg. Tuck the right hip underneath you. Roll that groin, that common theme of rolling the groin out. Engage the core. Bring the hands together if that's appropriate. Breathe. If it's appropriate, take the arms and stretch them up. Find the extension. Nice. Very nice. And bring the hands back down. And slowly place the hands on the wall and release the leg back down. And just holding the wall here, just lift up and breathe and look up, roll up the spine, and exhale and walk your feet back into one word downward dog stretch against the wall. So stretching back through your ankles. Good. And walk your feet back in. And roll on the spine.
back around and sit down on the floor.